Larry, what is going on here? Why is your mother coming over to our house?
Lola, what do you want now? What's the problem?
Where are you right now?
I'm at my mother's house. I'm packing up her things and getting it moved to over there.
Wait, what? Your mom's not coming to live here, is she?
Yeah, of course. I told Mum to head over to the house before me, as it might take me a while to get everything sorted. Look, I haven't eaten lunch yet, so why don't you whip up something for us, alright?
Back up, mister. You're avoiding my question. You're not seriously saying that you're packing up your mother's things and moving her in here with us, are you?
Yeah, I am. What of it?
I'm strongly against this from happening.
Why? What's the big deal?
Well, let's see. The reason why I stopped going over to her house was because every time we did, she used to tease me about our marriage and make me feel terrible. Come on, you know her well enough to see how she treats me. And the fact that you never even consulted me about what you were doing? Is this some kind of joke?
God, calm down, Lola. You become so testy recently. It's been over a year since you gone to see her. My mum has forgiven you for your selfish efforts to isolate yourself.
Are you kidding me, Larry?
In addition to that, she's given you a chance to earn back your great daughter-in-law card. So you need to do your best to prove that to her, from today.
This seriously must be some kind of bad joke.
Why would I joke? Are you not paying attention on what I said before?
I'm not living in the same house as your mother.
What? You have no choice but to live with her now.
I outright reject this insane idea you have.
And I'm not going to let your selfishness come into play again. I forgave you the last time you did this, as I think you needed some time to calm down. I'm not going to do that this time. Her house has already been sold. And is about to be handed over to the new owners, so she needs somewhere to live.
The house has been sold? I had no idea.
If you refuse to live in the same house as her, she's going to completely lose her way and be on the streets. Do you want that on your conscience? No matter how hostile you are, how could you do such an inhumane thing to your husband's own mother? Now that my dad has passed away, our house is the only place you can come home to, you know?
So, this is how you choose to act then?
Lola, if you refuse to let our mother live with us, then I guess I've got no choice but to file a divorce from you.
If that's what you want, I get it. Fine. Let's get divorced.
What? Are you really wanting to do this?
You can't give me empty threats, Larry. From today, I'll go hand over the divorce papers at the courthouse.
Are you being serious about this, Lola?
Yep. By the way, your mother has been making a fuss over whether or not you've had lunch yet, so you should buy something for you both.
Hey, you should be the one preparing lunch for all of us if we're together.
We're getting divorced, Larry, so I'm saying no to making anything.
What? You're saying no to me?
If I keep having to do what you and my mother-in-law say to me, there will be many disagreements, and I can't have that if we all live together. I guess just be grateful that I'm not forcing you both out of the house.
Lola, don't be like this.
I will start to prepare things then. Not your mother's lunch, though. Just the divorce papers. Once you get back home, please sign them, so this can be over and done with.
Hey, Lola, did you really just leave my mother behind at the house and went out?
Yeah, I come back now and I'm in my room. And I did that while I was working from home.
Why'd you do that?
Oh, do what you like for dinner. I went to the convenience store and bought my own dinner. I'll eat in my room.
Who do you think you are? We're all living together from today, so why are you being so uncooperative? You know that we need to compromise, right? Because we're a family.
Do you think you even have the right to use the word compromise after trying to force me? Us all to live together?
Don't talk to me like that. Did you really go and file for the divorce papers?
Oh, get over it, Larry. Of course I did. I left it in the living room. Didn't you see it?
Even your name has been written on the dotted line. Pinpoint precision.
Yep, Now we just need for you to sign it. So can you do that? Quick, please?
You seriously want to get a divorce? I know who you really are, Lola. I've seen it.
What do you mean, Larry?
Nothing. It's fine. If this is what you want, I'll give you the divorce, okay? Suppose I'll write my name on the divorce papers then, shall I? But you'll be the one who has to deal with all the trouble if we go through with this.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not a big deal to me, Larry. Now, can you hurry it up with the signing?
Alright. I'll sign the damn papers. Hey, Lola, about those divorce papers. I took them into the courthouse.
And what are you talking about?
Oh, you must have thought that if you threatened me with the divorce papers that I'd panic and my mother would no longer be able to live here. But what a shame for you. You never thought that I'd turn it all around and actually do it, did you? It's a bit late for you to panic now, since it's already been done. It's not good to intimidate someone with something so extreme as a divorce.
Okay, I understand that, but
But what? What is it now?
you saved me a lot of time and energy doing that, so thank you for going to file them.
Huh? You didn't explain the but before.
Oh, yes, but there's the issue of dividing up the property that we have, so I have asked a lawyer for some guidance.
You went to a lawyer? Whatever for?
Of course I did. I was introduced to this lawyer through a close friend of mine who dealt with their case.
Why's the lawyer got to be involved?
Look, this is not a good time to talk. I have an online meeting in like a minute. We'll talk about this another time.
Another time? But what is there to talk about? Aren't you going to tell me anything about this lawyer?
I really must go now, Larry. We can discuss this more at a later date.
Hey, you need to get out of here and fast.
Larry? Get out? Who needs to get out?
This is about you, Lola. It's already been a month since we got divorced, so how long are you planning on squatting here for?
Squatting? I'm doing no such thing.
This is my mother's and I's house, not yours. So you need to hurry up and leave.
But I sold this house though, so how is it yours?
Wait, what? You sold my house without telling me?
Why so shocked, Larry? When I went to the lawyer's office, he explained the whole process to me properly. Once the divorce was finalized, I wanted you to move out of the house by the end of this month. If you don't want me to be in this house, you can always take legal action.
You're kicking me out the house.
Well, yes, when it comes to this house, it's in my name as I inherited it from my uncle since he had no children. I'm sure you knew this.
Oh, I guess you did tell me that before we even considered getting married. But when we got married, you changed your last name to mine, right?
What do you mean?
Or did you forget? My mother told me that a bride should entirely devote herself to her husband. That's why the house should be changed to my name.
I don't think that's how it works. Are you crazy?
Really? Lola, did you not proceed with the change? How could you?
There's no way that I would agree to this so-called story over changing everything into your name.
So you seriously didn't do that?
Obviously, there's no point in changing my name for only that reason. It makes no sense.
This can't be happening to me right now.
Oh, well, it was a stupid thing to continue with the whole story that we are living together without my permission.
What stupid thing?
My mother used to ask, is it because of the number of economically independent women has been increasing over time? Is the position of the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law equal? Or is it getting worse because of that? So, if a more outspoken and independent woman comes along, do you beat her to pulp? If you're going to just bully your own wife, of course she's going to fight back.
But
That's what this situation feels like right now, doesn't it?
But that's not it. I'm not bullying you. All you're doing is working from home. You're making way less than me now, so I don't know how you're going to afford your post-divorce lifestyle.
Hey, don't attack me for my job. I earn twice as much as what you do.
Twice as much? I don't believe you.
When I first got married to you, I was earning just a bit less. As I continued to work, my salary started gradually increasing, so now I earn quite a bit more than you.
You can't be serious.
Oh, I'm dead serious, Larry. Are you unemployed right now?
Why'd you mention that?
I heard the company you work for went bankrupt 3 months ago.
How could you have found that out?
I told you that I've got a friend at that company. So, why did you think that I wouldn't find out?
Oh, of course. You found out with your loudmouth friends.
Yeah, anyways, when are you planning on leaving here?
My plan?
Yeah, since you sold the house that your mother used to live at, you'll have no choice but to rent or buy a new house. By the looks of it, doesn't seem like you're looking at all?
Because we didn't think we were in a position that we had to leave the house.
I'm not changing my mind. You've got until the end of this month to leave. So you've now got 5 days to pack up your things and leave, okay?
We only have 5 days?
Even if you don't have a place to live, you still need to leave, alright?
I can't believe what you're saying right now. I haven't found another job and you're just going to ignore that fact. If you're going to be like this, you should be the one providing me a place to work and a place for my mother and I to live. If you're the one to do that, then I can leave at any time then.
There's no way I'm doing any of that. There's nothing I can do now. We're divorced. You should try contacting that friend of yours if you need help.
What friend?
That friend that you mentioned? Don't come complaining to me later if you don't get any help.
Hey Lola, why is there a big black truck parked in front of my house?
It's a Potter's truck, of course.
Potters? What the heck?
Yeah, they're a well-known lumber company in our area, you know? The owner's daughter was a year ahead of me in high school.
Wait, hold up. The Potter's Lumber Company's daughter went to your high school? No way. It's not Laura Potter.
Hold on a second. So you do know her?
We're in the same year at middle school.
Wow, I did think that we were from the same town, but I didn't think that you would have that sort of connection. Well, when I told her about my situation with you and my mother-in-law, she went and told her father as well.
She talked to the owner?
Of course, they're father and daughter after all. At the same time that you got a job, your mother arranged to move into the company's housing estate.
What? Wait a minute. Please stop talking to the Potters. To think I'd work for them when I said I wouldn't.
Well, we found a lot from the real estate agent about this. That real estate agent really knows a lot.
No matter which side you look at it, what you're doing isn't fair.
You're the one who told me to get you a job, Larry.
But not with them. Seriously.
What did I say earlier? I don't want to hear your complaints.
But my mother got into the car with the handsome-looking guys from the pickup unit.
Oh, nice! Is it true that your mother goes weak at the knees when it comes to handsome-looking men?
This isn't funny, Lola.
Hey, come on. It's just a joke. Besides, you can't let your mother go alone, can you?
No, but I can't leave.
You will leave. Please hurry up and get in the truck.
This can't be happening to me. This is crap. It's not fair.
With Larry chasing after his mother, who's eager to be picked up by handsome men, and doesn't get what's going on, gets into the car, about to burst into tears. Also, I have the secret ingredient to get my ex-mother-in-law into the vehicle with no problems given to me by Laura. With her being enticed into the vehicle, Larry had no choice but to settle into his company housing estate and began working at the lumber site the next day. It seems like he's being well educated amidst the warm welcome of his colleagues. And my mother-in-law, of course she doesn't have a worksite job, so it seems like she's being taught mainly business etiquette and interpersonal skills during her desk work. They have no choice but to be exhausted every day as they have nowhere else to go. It seems they are spending their days working hard, even with tears in their eyes.
Hey, sweetie, don't forget that the real estate agent is coming around tomorrow and bringing some potential buyers. So we need to make sure that everything is in order and looking as perfect as possible to try and entice someone to put an offer in on the house. I've cleaned the living room and most of the kitchen, but I'll need help when you get back from work just to finish off the rest of the house so that everything's ready for tomorrow. Oh, and on your way back from work, could you pick me up some eggs and some chocolate chips? I'm going to make some cookies to try and get the house to smell as great as possible.
Oh, that viewing's tomorrow?
Yeah, don't tell me you forgot about it. Oh, Alan. Well, it doesn't matter. It's not until tomorrow, so we'll have plenty of time to get everything ready. Are you able to go to the shop for me, by the way?
I guess?
Great. If I think of anything else, then I'll message you.
Hang on, it was just a few small things. Now you want me to get, like, the whole week's groceries?
It's not that big of a deal. Besides, I said if I thought of anything else, I'd let you know. I'm not going to suddenly ask you to buy a month's worth of groceries. We don't have time for that, and I really can't be bothered to try and figure out what we have in the cupboards. We can just order something in for tonight.
No way, this is just too much pressure. I don't know what you want or anything like that. If you want something from the shop, you'll have to go yourself.
What? You literally just said that you'd go for me. Why have you changed your mind now?
I'm way too stressed for this. I don't have time to think about going to the shops or stupid realtors or anything. I'm working really hard, so you'll just have to do everything by yourself. Got it?
Alan, I really can't get the house in order for the realtor all by myself. I really need your help here. We've been wanting to sell the house for ages now, and this is finally our chance to do so. But we need to make it look as good as possible to get the best possible price for it. And I can't do that all by myself.
Fine. I'll be back after work, but you'll have to go to the shop yourself. I'm too tired to go shopping for anything after work.
Fine, I'll go to the shops. Just make sure you get back ASAP after you finish work.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Look, I know this is a lot of effort and quite a stressful time, but once we sell the house and are able to buy the new one we've been looking at, then it will all be worth it in the end.
If you say so. Anyway, I've got to work now.
Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Alan, where are you? You were supposed to finish work ages ago. How come you're not back yet? We still have so many things to do before the real estate agent and the prospective buyers come to look around. I really need you here to help out.
Oh yeah, about that. I decided that I didn't really feel like cleaning and tidying everything this evening, especially considering I had to go to work, so I've decided not to come home tonight.
What? Please tell me you're joking. We've got so much to do still.
No, I'm not joking. I'm not coming home tonight.
Well, where are you then?
I'm just at my mom's house.
Seriously?
Yeah, oh, and she totally agrees with me, by the way. She thinks that it's kind of rude of you to demand that I help out with all the cleaning and stuff at home when I've been at work all day. She said that considering you're the wife, that you should be the one to cook and clean and do all of the other chores. I shouldn't have to do women's work, to be honest.
Women's work? What on earth are you on about? Taking care of a house is not women's work. If two people live in it, like we do, then it's up to them both to keep it clean and tidy and looking nice. It's not even the fact that we're trying to sell the house. If you don't want to live in a pigsty, then both people in the couple should take responsibility for the house and make sure it's all clean and tidy no matter what the occasion is. And it's not even like you're the only one who works. I'd understand and take a bit more responsibility if I was a stay-at-home wife who had time to clean and stuff during the day, but the fact of the matter is I have a job too. I was only free today because I knew that the realtor was coming tomorrow, so I took the day off from work to sort things out.
Well, whatever. I'm tired and stressed, and all I want to do is have a nice, relaxing evening after work. I knew that if I came home, then I wouldn't be able to do that, as you just keep nagging me over and over again to help.
Seriously? But we need to do this together, Alan.
Look, I'm done talking about this. I'm staying at my mom's tonight. Don't start begging me to come back. It's so annoying, and I really can't be bothered to deal with your whining. It just makes you look so pathetic.
Fine then. And don't worry, I wasn't going to beg you for anything. Not anymore. I can clearly see what you think of me and that you're not going to help me anyway.
Huh? What do you mean you're not gonna beg me to come back? You don't honestly think that you can do anything without me there to help, do you? I mean, I'm the man here. You're just a weak woman. What can you do if I'm not there to help? If you just say you're sorry for ordering me around and beg me to come back a little bit, then maybe I'll think of coming to help you.
No, it's okay. You've made it very clear that you don't want to help me with the house, so you can stay where you are. I don't need some useless and lazy person getting in my way when I'm trying to tidy things up and mend things. I mean, I've got to try and fix the leaky tap in the kitchen, and if you're just going to mope around the house because I've asked you to help, then I'd rather you not be there, getting in my way.
You? Doing DIY? Ha! As if you could. That's a man's job. Like I said though, just beg me to come back home and I might consider coming to sort everything out properly. After all, you don't want to flood the house right before people come to look at it, do you?
Of course not. That's why I turned the water off first.
Ah, well, I bet you don't even know where the lever for that is, do you?
It's under the sink.
This isn't fair. You should be begging me to come back to help you. You're just a woman. You shouldn't know how to do any of this DIY stuff.
Are you really being this petty right now? You're getting angry and annoyed at me simply because I know how to do simple DIY stuff, and I'm not begging you to come and save me?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the man in this relationship, not you. I don't want to be shown up and made to feel emasculated. You need to stick to cooking and cleaning, and I'll do the fixing of things.
Okay, 1, that's incredibly sexist. And 2, you're not here to do anything.
Yeah, only because you've not begged me to come back yet. How hard is it to understand? Beg me to come home already.
Okay, wow. No, that's not happening. If you want to come home, then you can come home. Although, with how you're acting, don't be surprised if you end up sleeping on the sofa. I'm going now because I've got too much to do, and standing around arguing with you isn't helping anything.
If you stop talking to me and if you don't beg me to come help you in the next 5 minutes, then you'd better be ready for the consequences.
Consequences? And what are those then?
Well, you'll just have to wait and see.
Uh-huh. Well, whilst you think up some consequences, I'm going to get back to work.
Why can't you just be a good little housewife and do what I say? How hard is it to listen to your husband? Stop being so disobedient.
Disobedient? Where on earth has all of this come from? You weren't this sexist and crazy when we first got married.
Yeah, well, this is who I am now. Deal with it. You could have saved yourself the trouble if you'd just done what I told you to, but you're simply too stubborn for your own good. I'm gonna go and relax now then. My mom has made me a nice dinner and I'm gonna just watch some TV and go to bed. What are you gonna do? Stay up all night working on stuff that a woman just shouldn't be working on? It's not very attractive, you know. We'll have to have a proper conversation about all of this when I get back.
Uh-huh, sure.
Hey, there's no need to be so grumpy. This is all your fault anyway.
I'm going now.
Okay, very well. Vanessa, where have you gone? Why aren't you at home? And why is there a sold sign already in front of the house? We never discussed anything about selling it yet. I haven't even met the people who are going to potentially buy it. You can't make these kind of decisions without me. I'm the man. I'm the one who gets to decide.
Oh, Alan, you finally decided to go home, I see. Well, I say home. It's just a house now for all intents and purposes. I mean, it's not my home anymore.
That's exactly what I'm on about. What have you done? Why is the house sold?
Well, that's what the whole purpose of getting a realtor was about. To sell the house.
Yes, I know that, but we should have talked about things first. Like how much they were willing to pay and whether we like the look of the people or not. You can't just decide that stuff by yourself. I own half the house, so I get a say as well, and so I say that it's not sold yet.
Actually, about that. I think you'll find that you don't own half of anything.
Huh?
The house is mine.
What are you on about? That can't be true.
Actually, it is. Do you remember when we were first looking for a house to buy? You were on minimum wage at the time, having just started your new job. So we decided, or well, more like you forced me to put the mortgage in my name as I was earning more than you. You didn't want to deal with the payments, but you didn't care if I had to. So, yeah. It turns out that I'm the one who gets to decide who buys my house, not you.
Hang on, but that's not fair. I live there too. I should get a say in what happens to it.
Afraid not.
You and I are gonna have a proper chat about what you can and can't do. You're getting way too used to just doing whatever you want, and it's not a good trait for a woman to have. You need to get used to doing what I tell you to as your husband.
Actually, no. I'm never going to have a conversation with you ever again.
What do you mean?
I want a divorce.
What? No way, I won't give you one.
Well, you see, me asking you was just me being polite. What I meant to say was that I am getting a divorce. I've already contacted some lawyers, and they are more than happy to represent me in court if it comes to it.
I can't believe you're doing this to me. How selfish can you get?
I'm not being selfish. I've just finally realized the type of person you are, and let me tell you, it's not someone I want to be with. I don't want a husband who is constantly belittling me and telling me that I can't do something just because I'm a woman. I deserve so much better than that.
Fine then, if that's the way you want to be, then I'll divorce you and I'll take all the money from the house sale too. It is mine after all.
No, it isn't. Have you already forgotten the fact that the house was mine? That means the money from the sale is mine too. All of it.
What?
Yep. So I'm going to go and find myself a lovely new flat to live in, and, well, I don't care what you do, as long as you're nowhere near me.
You absolute witch. That should be my money. I'm the man. I need it more than you.
Well, until you learn how to be a proper man, one who respects women, I don't think you'll be finding yourself with much of anything for the time being. Anyway, the divorce papers will be with you soon. I've got to go now because I've got quite a few flats to look at to buy. See ya.
You've really done it this time, Vanessa. Just you wait. I'll show you. Vanessa? Please don't go. Please come back. I'll beg if I have to.
I divorced Alan in the end. He tried to fight it at first, but after the judge saw how he had been treating me, he sided with me in the end and gave me the divorce. I've since found a nice new flat to live in the city, and it's got a wonderful view. Last I heard, Alan couldn't find a place to live, so he had to move back in with his mom. Also, with his new sexist attitude, he's not had any chance with relationships. Who knew that women didn't like to be treated like an object from the 1950s? Well, I mean, probably everyone apart from Alan. But if he's rejected enough, maybe he'll eventually learn.